Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining me. I am coming on to, firstly, I was nominated by Jessica to do the 3-box challenge, which is right up my street. I love making boxes. Everybody knows I love making boxes. So I thought I'd come on and share with you the boxes that I've made and share with you the tutorial on how to make one of these boxes. So I just want to show you quickly the boxes. This one here is a big, huge box. It measures, what does it measure? 9.5 by 7 and no, it's not, by 7.25-ish, and it's 2.5 inches deep. So let me move this out of the way so I can show you properly. So this is from my channel. I have got a tutorial on this video. It's a pretty old one. I did it way back when I first started. I did it in my Halloween series, so I will link the tutorial in the description box below. And basically it's just a really large box that has come off of. Where did I put that now? Was that there or was that there? Oh, I can't remember where that was. I think it was here. Yeah, okay, I need to glue that down properly. Obviously it's chipboard sticker. So I've used the Simple Stories Vintage North Pole. I've used green cardstock. This is a really sturdy box. And what I did is I made these one year for my children for Christmas Eve boxes. It holds a fair amount. I'll show you the inside now. I just wanted to show you the lid. I used one of the main pictures from the collection, and then I've just gone in with my stickles and put some bits, and then I used the chipboard pieces, put some hearts there, heart there, and a heart there. Okay, and then that is the, see my chipboard, right? I'm just going to put that over to one side because it's flicking off all the time. That is the inside of the lid. So again, I've covered everything, and then this is the inside of the box. And like I say, you can fit a fair amount in here. It's quite a large box, and it's quite sturdy as well because you put sort of extra layers of cardstock on the bottom, so it will hold quite a bit. So that's my first box that I made, so I will leave a link down in the description box below. I'm going to stick that back there so I know where that goes. So that's one box that I made. The second box I made, I followed a tutorial by Intertwine Designs, and she's a Stampin' Up demonstrator. I love her channel so much. She makes loads of different things, boxes, cards, mainly 3D projects, and a lot of boxes, but in all different sort of styles. So I use this one. This one is like a gift card box, okay? So it stands up like this. So I've decorated it up with, I can't remember the name of this collection. Something like Hello Winter or Let It Snow or something like that it is. I think it's an Echo Park one. So I've used the penguin here, which I've backed on foam tape, and I've put Wonderful Winter there, and I've used some of my red gems just to sort of make it sparkle. And then the bottom here, it opens up that side, and you've got a little area in here, and it opens up this side. And there's a little area in here because this is also a fold flat box. So you can make several of these and gift them out. So really I think what Angelina sort of mentioned was that, bear with me one second. Sorry about that, my door just knocked and I was like, I wonder who that is. Brian's just gone to get it, and it's my parcel off Jude. Yay, it's my Halloween swap. So I will probably come back on and do another video of that. So yes, I can't remember where I was now, but yeah, what she technically did, that doesn't make sense. What she did was put Ferrero Rochers in this bottom bit, and then this top bit here, if you can see, I've got like a thumb sort of thing, which means that obviously there's something to pull out, and this holds a gift card. Now I haven't got any gift cards, so I just sort of cut what a gift card would measure and put it in there on red sort of pearlized cardstock. I don't know if you can see that shine, and then that just fits in there. It does fit in there, honestly, like so, and goes in there like that. And there's a little stopper here to stop the card from going all the way across. So yeah, so it's like a gifted one. So if you wanted to give like a gift card, but you also wanted to give some chocolates and stuff, because people like to do that, don't they? Perfect gift. Perfect gift. And they're really, really easy to make. A lot of scoring, a few bits of fiddly cutting bits. Not too fiddly, but it's quite a bit. But once you get the template, you should be able to make loads of these in one go. So I will link here the description to the tutorial for this as well. So that's that one. And then this one here is a humongous box, but instead of going like normal box shape, it's going tall wise. So I haven't seen many of these on YouTube, if I'm honest. So I thought I'd go for the tall box. And this is like 8 inches high and 4 inches wide. So it is a pretty huge box. I've used the Fun Day at the Park Doodlebug collection for this. It's in red cardstock. It's all got paper on it. It's really sturdy. And like, as you can see, like there is so much room in there. It would fit so much. I mean, you could fit like a really nice size, you know, like you can get those sort of half bottles of wine or whatever. It would fit something like that, and they're really nice, or a scarf, or I don't, like lots of gifts would fit in there. I don't know whether you can see how sort of deep that is, but that is humongous. Now this box was made by Michelle Allen, and she used the explosion board to make this box, okay? Because she does a video where you can make sort of gift boxes with the explosion board, which you can do, just takes away working at the measurements. But I thought not a lot of people have got the explosion board, so I thought I would come on and show you how to make it without an explosion board. So this is making it without the explosion board. So I did a trial run first just to make sure that I could do it. So I will show you how to make it now without using an explosion board. And like I say, you can get this really big hefty box out of it, and it's perfect for a gift. Honestly, it really is a really nice size box. So I'm going to move all of these over to one side while I get my bits out. Right, I'm going to bring my school board in. I'm just going to remember now what I need. Where's my piece of paper here? Okay, so you need a sheet of cardstock that is 12 by 12. That stays 12 by 12. Don't touch it. Stays by 12 by 12. You also need a piece of cardstock that is 12 by 5. So 12 by 5, okay? And then you also need a piece of cardstock. This is for the lid. This will be 6 3/8 by 6 3/8, okay? So we'll do the lid after. We'll do the main box first, okay? So you want to put the 12 by 12 piece in the, what was I going to say? In the scoreboard. This is my scoreboard. Okay, and then you want to score it at 4 and 8 on one side, okay? Turn it and then score at 4. Oh, so we're not getting my scoreboard yet, on the other side, okay? So 4 and 8 one side, turn it and just score on 4 on the other side. Okay, so that's that piece done. So I'm going to pop that back over there. So with your 12 by 5 piece, you want to score it on the 5-inch side at 1/2 inch on each side. Okay, this makes a tab. So I turn it. You could do 1/2 and 4 1/2, but I like to turn it because sometimes your measurements can be slightly off if you're cutting or whatever. It depends on what trimmers and things you're using, but I like to make sure there's definitely 1/2 inch on either side. And then on the 12-inch side, you need to score that at 4 again. Okay, so that's that side. And then I will do this now while I've got my scoreboard out, but you need to score the lid at, yeah, just so I got my measurements right, 1 1/8. So 1 1/8. I don't know if you can see on this scoreboard. Right, let's remember. 1 1/8. Am I in shot? Yeah, it's bashing the camera. 1 1/8 is 1/8 is just the one tick after the 1 inch mark. Okay, so those are your eighths. So it's 1 1/8 all the way round, 4 sides. Okay, so just do this while you've got your scoreboard out, because it just makes it that little bit easier. I will put all the measurements in the description box below, just so you've got something to look at. And I will tell you who I'm nominating at the end of the video. Okay, so I can put my scoreboard away now, so I don't need that. Right, so put my lid to one side and we'll work on the box. So all you need to do for your main 12 by 12 piece is just burnish your score lines. So we've got this. I mean, you can do this now or you can do it once you attach, because obviously a 12 by 12 piece on its own isn't enough to make a 4 inch sort of deep wide box. So you need to attach this bit onto it. Okay, so just fold and burnish that for a minute, and then let's work on this side. This is the 12 by 5 inch. Okay, so you can sort of fold up on these score lines, and I like to sort of bend it away from me. It makes the crease like a little bit neater, I find anyway. Okay, and this cardstock I'm using is Paper Mill Direct, and it's called Celestian Blue, I think it is. And the cardstock that I'm using, the paper that I'm using, is called Frosted by Authentiques, which I'll show you now. I have cut pieces out. Right, so with this one now, you're going to need to get some long scissors. These are the only long scissors I've got. And what you want to do is you need to keep these 1/2 inch tabs here on the long side. But see where you scored at the 4 inch mark, you need to get rid of these. So you cut these out completely. Okay, so what I do is I tend to sort of go in at an angle here and then sort of cut out the score line. So I don't know whether I'm in shot here. I'm not a very straight cutter, so I don't particularly like doing stuff like this, but it's got to be done. So again, come from the other side, notch in. See how I've notched that in? And then again, I like to turn mine, but I don't like certain edges, so I will take my scissors this end and again cut out the score line. And like I say, I love making boxes. I could make boxes all day long. Right, what you also want to do is just notch these bits as well at the top. Okay. Right, I have to remember now which one stays. So see, so that will attach onto that, and then the whole box will attach together like that. So I think that one stays. Yeah, so with this one as well, back to this piece then, what you want to do with this square piece is notch in as well, because we want to make them like tabs at the bottom, because this is what skewers your bottom up. So you want to sort of cut in this and just make it like a tab. So just take a little bit off the edge, so like that sort of thing. It doesn't have to be straight or whatever, because you'll keep one straight anyway. So again, just take it all the way to the edge. Like I say, usually I go off way because I can't cut straight to save my life. Look how wonky that is. Okay, and then what we do then is we keep, so do the same for that one, do the same for that one, tab it out, and then we keep this one like a square, I think, if I remember rightly. We'll see now how it goes. Right, so what I want to do is, what I do first is I cut up. Okay, so cut up, just so you've got your line in. then tab in, because it's much easier once we've got a sort of a guideline to work from. Pull that out, turn it around and do the same on this side. I hope you can all see what I'm doing. And again, cut up this one. And then notch in on this one. Okay, I just like to turn it round because I find it easier to cut sort of towards it. Just be careful you don't take anything off any of the sort of flaps. Okay, there we are. And then that one stays square because this one will be your bottom piece. Okay, it'll go round everything else. So what we need to do now is get rid of my rubbish, and we need to glue this tab to there like so. All right, so what I do is I just get my glue. Now I use the art glitter glue because I love it, but look at that, I've lost the nib. It fell on the floor and the actual pointy bit of it has disappeared somewhere. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cover this, I don't know if you can see this, cover this with glue. Okay, I'm going to turn it round because I find it easier to line it up when I'm upside down. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to link that on to that. Sorry if my head gets in the way. Just go up to the score line. Don't go over it because it won't bend. So just go on there like that and then mush it down. Smush it down. I love that saying. Smush it down like so. And then on the other side as well. So now you've got that piece joined there. That will all go around like that. It will go on the inside. And then these will come up at the bottom, one there, one there, one there, and then your main bottom piece that we've left square will go up there. Okay, so what you need to cover on here, if I just mark it as a pencil, with a pencil, so you need to cover the, let's see where I am now, so yeah, so you need to cover this square that is all intact. You need to cover the back side of it because that'll be underneath the box. Okay, you don't have to, but if you want to do it, I don't even know whether I've cut paper to cover mine, I don't know. And then when you link this together, obviously you want to be the one panel you're not going to be able to put on there until you've joined this together. So that will be the panel that you can't put any paper on. So you can put paper on here, and on here, and you can put paper on this will be the front of your box, so you can put paper on all of these. Okay, so I've got my papers here. I can't remember which ones I was doing for what now. So I'm gonna have, was it the socks on the outside? Oh, I can't remember. Socks on the outside, I think it was. Or was it the stripes? I can't remember. Oh, I can't remember now. So I cut this up the other day. I cannot remember. One of them on the bottom panel. So these are, I just take it down by 1/8. You can do whatever you want. So 7 7/8 by 3 7/8, and this one's 3 7/8 by 3 7/8. So yeah, so basically you need to choose pattern paper and you need to cover those bits, and then when you turn it over, you cover the bits that I crossed. So that one, and that one, and then keep this one spare until you actually join it together, and then we can join it together. So I'm going to pause it and I'm going to put my papers on. I'm going to decide which ones that I actually did, and then I'll come back to you. Okay, so I've covered my panels, covered that one, covered them and my square there. Right, the inside panels you don't have to cover if you don't want to, and the bottom ones and the bottom. It's just to make that box a little bit sturdier, but it's entirely up to you. You don't have to. Now with this one, I did cover this with a 3 7/8 by 3 7/8. Now this one you can see I have wedged into, but this one will form the inside of my box, so I don't have to worry about putting that on later because you'd never get it in then. So I have just stuck it to the tab, and then I'll put some glue on that when we glue it all together. So what you want to do now is you want to glue your tab to the other side. So I'll put some glue on there. Okay, and this should just fold. So if you do this, actually probably it would have been easier to do the glue on this side. Funny, glue is going funny out there. Okay, and then so if you fold one edge over and fold that one, and it should meet perfectly together. So just smoosh that down. That's my word again. Like so. Okay, now you can put on your other piece of paper that we've got missing from this side. So that piece of paper there, it's a lot easier to put in when you've got this open and the bottom open. I don't know why, but it's just a little bit easier to see. So I'm going to pause it and do that now quickly. There we are. So that's all stuck down. It's just easier to see from this end as well and that end where you are sort of joining it in. So I mean, it's entirely up to you. You can close up the box and then put your panel in, or just do away with this bit completely. But now what we want to do is join the bottom of the box up. So we know that this panel here that is whole, we want it at the bottom of the panel, and the bit that I've got on the inside my pattern paper, I want that to go in first. So I'll push that one down first. Okay, I'll move these out of the way so you can see what I'm doing, and I will just glue now the bottom of this. So I'll glue the paper on the tab. Okay, and just do it so that it meets up, but careful not to do the one with the cover on it. So I'll take another tab and put that one to that one, just gently, and if you can then go from the inside and just push that together. You don't want to do it too hard because you can mush it all together once it's done. Then grab your other tab, put glue on this one. Put that side. Okay, and then the bit then that you've got there left, put some glue on this bit. Okay, and then just join that up, and that should all meet there perfectly. Just smush it down as softly as you can, but as hard as you can, if that makes sense. Then turn it around the other side, and what I do is I grab my ruler or something large that you've got, and I just sort of scrape it across, just so that it sort of sticks them all together as best as I can. So as you can see, inside there you've got the pattern paper, and then just go back over your edges here and just sort of wait for the glue to dry and catch, which it will. Our glitter glue is really good anyway. So okay, so that's the bottom, so that's your box. Woohoo! So we've got the box now we're going to concentrate on the lid. So all we're going to do for the lid is I'm going to grab my snippy scissors, and where we've made score lines, we're just going to cut out tabs, and again we're going to cut up and we're going to notch across. So okay, and then you're going to turn it in a pinwheel fashion, so you're going to have the tabs one on each side, so it gets rid of the bulk. This is the way I make all my lids, all my boxes, if I can. So pinwheel, cut, tab, cut, tab, and then the last one, pinwheel again, on that side. So that's what you should be left with. Okay, now fold all of this up. Probably should have done that before. Never mind, do it now. Okay, go around. Okay, so with the lid, you can cover this bit entirely because you're not gluing anything in. But obviously, because we're going individually to each tab, we've got to do the pieces after we do this bit. So you can cover this bit and you can cover this bit in the middle if you want to. It's entirely up to you. So I'm going to go and do that and then I shall come back to you. Okay, so I forgot to mention that the box lid will measure 4 1/8 by 4 1/8. So your pattern paper, I take it down to 4 by 4, and these edges then are 1 1/8 wide. So I take it down to 4 by 1 then, okay? So yeah, and then I'll put that in the inside. I did mess up on my measurements there. I did it at 3 7/8. It's entirely up to you what you do. It's however much of a border you want to show in. So we're going to glue this together. So I'm just going to do 2 tabs at a time. This is a bit quicker and I realise this video is going on forever. So basically put some glue on your tabs and then join them together. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Join that one together. I like to smush them with my fingers if I can, and then I'll go back in and just sort of push down with my bone folder. Alright, and then these two then, I like to make sure this one is in place because sometimes it can get a bit stuck. And then I'll just glue again. Here. And here. Just join them up. Didn't cut enough of the score off there, so it's a little bit of overhang, which you can cut off after. It's no major. Just go around again, all of them, making sure they're down. And then I go ahead then and put on my pieces for the inside. So I'll do that now quickly. So there's no easy way of doing this really. You just kind of join it up and put it in as best as you can. And then obviously if you were using liquid glue, it's a little bit easier because it gives you a little bit of wiggle room. Okay, so I'm going to do the rest now. Pop you on pause again. Okay, so that's all covered there. So it just covers your tabs nicely, gives you a sturdy lid. And then we go onto our box and we just pop the lid on, and there you go. There's your box that you've just made, which is huge. 8 by 4 by 4 deep, 8 tall. And like I say, it's just a really nice size box. And you can put a lovely bit of ribbon on the top there, and you can fill it with whatever you want. And like I say, these papers are authentic, frosted. Yeah, so this is a gorgeous collection. I love it. So yes, so this is the box that I've made. So again, I'll pop the description. I'll pop the measurements below of what I did. I'll pop the links to the tutorials from my other boxes that I shared with you. So we've got 2 of those now. And we've got this one and this one. Can't get them all in the video, they're so huge. Right, so those are my boxes. So I hope you've enjoyed that tutorial. If you've got any questions, or if I went fast on anything, or you couldn't see me in shot or whatever, let me know and I can always go through it with you, it's no problem. But yes, so my nominations, then I am going to nominate, because I don't think she's been nominated yet. Well, as far as I know, she hasn't put anything out there. But I'm going to nominate Laura, who is Mrs. Stationery and stuff, because she is awesome at making boxes too. So yes, I'm going to nominate her. And I'm going to nominate, the next person I'm going to nominate. Now, she isn't on YouTube at the minute, but I know that she probably won't mind me saying this, but I know she wants to come back. So I thought this would be a nice sort of like gentle ease in if she wanted to do it. And I'm going to nominate Steffi, who is Effiann Cards here on YouTube. Like I say, awesome crafter, amazing at everything that she does, awesome at boxes as well. So yeah, so I will leave a link down to their channels below, but those are the two that I nominate. Like I say, no pressure, just do it whenever you can, girls. It's fine. But I really enjoyed it, so thank you, Jessica, for your nomination. I really enjoyed myself, and I love making boxes anyway, so right up my avenue. I am going to love you and leave you at this point because I'm up to like 30 minutes now, so I do apologise. If you've got any questions, let me know below, and I'll put all the information and the descriptions and the channel and the tutorials for everything down in the description box below. Thank you ever so much for watching. I'll speak to you all soon. Bye guys.